It's fucking cold. Oh. It hasn't rained in LA in like, I want to say like half a year, dude. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been raining nonstop for like the last 3 days. And you never see that in LA. So I've been kind of struggling with one part of Miata ownership, I guess, for a while now. And I thought I'd try to talk to you guys about it today, because I feel like people don't really talk about this when they talk about like dailying, enthusiast cars, dailying cool cars. I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but online there's a lot of people that compare like enthusiast cars, or just owning like a cool car, owning a car that you feel kind of like somewhat of an emotional connection to. It's more than just, a means of going from point A to point B. People compare that feeling with the feeling of kind of like owning a pet to some extent. And I kind of understand that. I mean, I have pets, I have cats, and I have this Miata, so, they're kind of similar. And the reason they're kind of similar is because a car is going to be there for you. It's going to be there to lift your spirits when you need it to. And, an animal like a cat is also going to be there to lift your spirits when you need it to. Obviously, like, there are some differences between the two. Like, for one, obviously, like, a car is an inanimate object. It is a machine. A cat or a dog is a living thing. One of the biggest differences, I think, in terms of these two that is kind of making ownership harder is, like, when you have a cat, your cat is, or a dog or any pet, time is, like, not really on your side, right? Like, as time passes, your pet is getting older and older and older, and the amount of time you have left with them is basically just getting reduced. And so, like, you're kind of encouraged to spend more time with, like, you're trying to maximize the amount of time you have with your animal, because, like, 50 minutes you don't spend with them now means you won't have those 50 minutes later. There's a difference, like, with cars. Like, the more you try to interact with it, the more you try to have an experience with the car, you're kind of, it almost feels like you're, like, robbing yourself of an experience that you could have with this car in the future. Like, 50 miles you put on the car now is 50 miles you won't be able to put on the car in, say, like, I don't know, like, in 10 years or something. You know what I mean? The reason I compare cars to animals is I feel like the lifespan of a car is kind of similar to the lifespan of an animal. I think this difference in terms of, like, how you spend time and how you choose to, like, have experiences with them is kind of, like, messing with my head a little bit. Like, with my cats, like, I try to spend as much time with them as I can. Like, I try to, like, maximize every time. And there's no guilt, because, you're just, holy shit, you're just trying to maximize the time you have. But with, like, a car, like, it's kind of, like, there's part of me that every time, like, I need to take my car somewhere, there's part of me that's like, oh, I don't want to put any miles on it. And this kind of mindset is kind of frowned upon. People frown upon the notion of, like, keeping a garage clean, not putting any miles on your car. Like, obviously it's bad to not drive your car at all, but, like, that frame of mind definitely gets to me. Yeah, I don't know, it's tough, man. Like, sometimes I get a bit of anxiety before I drive. There's added pressure that I feel like is put on myself now, because I feel like I need to almost, like, maximize the miles that I put on this car. Like, if I had to take this car to go to the grocery store to get some stuff, and I have to drive through some, like, shitty LA traffic, like, to me, like, that's not really, like, there's not as many miles per mile doing that, as there is, going canyon carving, or, like, like, driving on some really beautiful road, because, we're just driving through, like, regular traffic. And, that's on me, because I bought this car as my daily, and, that's just something I have to live with. And, like, you could say, like, dude, just get another car, like, get a beater. Like, get some, like, old, like, Toyota Corolla or whatever, and just, like, beat on that one, and, save your Miata for the canyon run, save your Miata for the autocross days, whatever. And that's just something I can't do right now, because, like, I literally just don't have space for, like, another car, and I can't afford another car right now. Like, it just doesn't make any sense for me to get another car. So, like, when I have the choice between getting like, you know, a Corolla, like a boring daily, and a Miata, like I'm going with the Miata. I don't know, I can't really wrap my head around like a good way to think about this right now. Like I feel like this one thing is kind of detracting away from the joy of owning one of these cars. To some extent. It's not like a huge issue. Like I'm not thinking about it all the time. Like right now I'm just driving the car around, like literally just to film a video for no reason. And I'm having a good time, bro. Like I was feeling like kind of before I got in the car. Now I'm feeling great. I want to like, you know, learn how to wrap my head around this feeling sooner than later. Because I feel like the more miles I put on this thing, the worse this feeling is gonna get. As your pet gets older, you're also thinking like, I have less time with this guy, this girl, whatever, like this cat, and I need to maximize the time I have with it because there's less time remaining. And I feel like as you put miles on a car, like it's inevitable that you kind of also have like the same mindset. And so I want to like deal with this problem now. I want to like try to like wrap my head around it now rather than later, because I feel like it's just gonna like really detract from the enjoyment I get out of owning like such a cool car. And so yeah, that's kind of where my head's at right now, dude. Like it's weird, dude. Like I didn't think that I would be feeling this way. It doesn't even have to do with like the fear of like losing money and the car losing value. It's more just the feeling of like, you know, this car means a lot to me emotionally because of, you know, the milestone in my life that it's marked, the friends and relationships that I've been able to meet, and the experiences that I've been able to have because of this car. And it scares me a little bit, like, you know, like every single time I drive this thing, I don't know how far it is down the road, down the line, how much time it's gonna be, but eventually there's gonna come a day where this car is on its last legs, and I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, like, you know, like maybe I shouldn't have made that Trader Joe's run. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't think I'm actually gonna be thinking like that crazy, but that's just kind of like a pretty severe example just to kind of illustrate my point. But yeah, man, if you guys are also running into this problem, or if you guys have also had this like frame of mind before, like I want to hear what you have done to kind of get yourself like out of this frame of mind, because it's really messing with my ownership experience and I don't really know what to do. Especially for you people who have like been owning like, you know, these cool enthusiast cars for like a while. I'm sure like there's been a car in your life where, you know, your mindset for the car is just kind of like, I want to own this thing like until I die. Like I want to have this thing in my garage until I die. Like that's how I feel with this car, because it means so much to me. Like I want to still be like, I want to be like fucking 50 years old and still be able to take this thing out on like canyon runs and still be able to enjoy it. And like realistically, like that's just not gonna happen. You know, like 24 years, this thing is probably gonna have it. I don't know. Like I don't know what's gonna happen, and that scares me, bro. And the reason I've been thinking about this is because obviously, like my cat Cashew. Thank you guys, by the way, so much for, you know, the well wishes and wishing for his recovery. It really helped me out. Like when I was going through it, like reading those comments like really helped me so much. He's been at home recovering. He's actually getting his stitches out pretty soon, so he's making like good progress with his recovery. But yeah, basically like what kind of like kickstarted this whole train of thought, it was Cashew getting surgery and me comparing like me starting to think about like, oh shit, like he's getting older. Like he's not old by any means. He's 4.5 years old, so he's not like an old cat by any means. But it started to make me think like, I was like, okay, what if he doesn't make it through this surgery? Like, how much time do I have left with him? And it just started getting me in that whole mindset. And I started thinking about how like cars and pets, people like to compare them to each other. And it got me thinking about the time I have left with this car, bro. And it's kind of stupid, I know. Like I only have 5,700 miles on this thing, but it's weird. I feel like cars are one of the only few things where, you know, we can have like such a deep emotional connection to, you know, just an object. The amount of time you have left with the car and the amount of time you've spent with the car is literally quantified like by a number on a screen that just goes up continuously every single time you drive the car. I don't know, it's weird, bro. Like it's It's kind of like if your cat or dog like wore like a collar, and on that collar, like there was just like a number, like a ticker that was just going down, telling you like exactly how much time you have left with your cat or dog. Holy shit, this is a steep hill. Ooh. Alright, surely this will be fine. Bro, it looks so good in the rain. I think Arrow Gray looks best when it's like kind of overcast and the sun's not out, like it's not too bright out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please help me with my problem. It's starting to rain more, so I gotta get out of here, but yeah. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.